It's pear season and a great time to make a pear cake. I'm Tess, and today I'm making an upside down pear cake in my cast iron pan. Stay tuned. Our pear tree is just loaded with pears this year, and it's time to dig out some pear recipes. Today I'm making an upside down pear cake. To make it easy, I'm using my cast iron pan that can go from the stove top to the oven. I'm melting 1 stick or half a cup of butter and 1 cup of brown sugar. I'm stirring and bringing this up to a simmer on medium heat. Once at a simmer, I'm letting that cook for 1 minute and then removing from the heat and letting it slightly cool. This will produce a nice gooey glaze on top. Just a reminder that I will leave the recipe and the list of ingredients for this upside down pear cake below this video. Also remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video recipe and click the bell to make sure you receive notification of all my future video recipes. I'm mixing the dry ingredients first. I have 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and I'm adding in 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, giving that a good whisk and setting to the side. In another bowl, I have 1 stick of room temperature butter, and I'm adding in 1 1/4 cups of sugar, giving that a mix with my hand mixer until creamy. I'm adding in 2 room temperature eggs and giving it another mix. And I'm adding in 1/2 cup of room temperature milk and another mix. Now I'm gradually adding the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients and mixing thoroughly in between, making sure that I scrape down the sides. The batter will be a little thick. I have my pears peeled and sliced. I'm also using some maraschino cherries. You can decorate it as you like. Remember, when the cake is done, that it will be flipped upside down and this will be the top. You can also incorporate other fruit like apples, peaches, or cranberries. After you have the fruit placed, you want to spoon over the batter and level out. This is going into a preheated 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for 30 to 35 minutes. I just took the pear cake out of the oven. I don't have to tell you how good this smells. Going to let that cool until it's still slightly warm, and then I'm going to flip it upside down on a lined sheet pan or cake platter. All that brown sugar glaze is soaked down into the cake and produced a delicious sweet gooey crust. The pears are perfectly cooked and are a burst of pear flavor. Some of my cherries slid to the side, but it's still good. This upside down pear cake makes a wonderful party gift. The cake is moist and goes great with a cup of coffee or tea. If you are looking for a pear recipe, this upside down pear cake is delicious, and I hope you give it a try and enjoy. If you like this video recipe, please hit the like and subscribe button. Remember to hit the bell next to the subscribe to make sure that you get my future video recipes. You can also find me on Facebook and at my website. Feel free to share this recipe and my channel with your friends and family. And until next time, much love.